All praise and honor and glory to the Father and Son. Happy Sabbath, Israel. Happy Sabbath. Hope all is well. Hope all is good. Because when you hear this message, the power will be on the Sabbath day. Happy Sabbath day, Israel. All praise, glory, and honor to the Father and Son one more time. So, family, been away for a little while, doing a lot of reading, listening to our people, talking to our people, Nothing like talking to our people. Nothing like getting more understanding with our people, because our people leaving here just like everybody else leaving here. And one thing we must understand, Israel, time drawing near. This book, we got to trust in the Father and the Son word. We got to trust. It is no other option than trusting in this book, the holy word of the Father, the light, the book that can give you everlasting life and salvation, also give you eternal darkness in hell, which we trying to be a part of that 1/3. Israel, a lot of people is giving very, I should say, distraction. A lot of people getting distracted what's going on in the news. We know all these things must happen. The book said all things must happen before the Son come. Everything this book say, it gonna come to pass. We must understand that it gonna come to pass, Israel. A lot of people just think it's gonna up, boom, bam, it gonna happen. No, everything in this Bible must happen like it did back in our ancestors' time. It shall do in our time. Shall do. So let's get our mind frame on this book. Let's stop being distracted, starting with myself first. Let's stop being distracted what's going on in this world. I'm not saying not tune in what's going on, because we all got to do that. But what I'm saying, don't let them things distract you from the book. Because right now, distraction is going on. And a lot of people not even understand. A lot of people in idolatry don't even know it. That lesson will be coming out hopefully soon, whenever the Father say, hey, put it out there. When he send the angel to me to tell me to put it out there, that's when I shall put it out there. But today, this lesson is trust in the Father's word, Israel. Trust in his word. So I want to start off with this verse in Psalms 19, verse 7. And let's read this and get understanding to this. Because we are simple-minded. We got to be humble to this book. Humble to the book, because this book is the Father and Son. It's his word that his Son came and gave us the great example from. So let's read. The law of the Lord is perfect. This book is perfect. This law in this book, perfect. Can't get no better. Perfect. Converting the soul. Converting your soul over to him. Not the adversary, not the devil. Not man. Because the devil used man. But the Father allowed it. But let's keep, moving. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The simple wise, making us wise. Making the simple wise. See, because these people got all this educated, stuff, they can't understand this book. Because they believe in a thing called man, what man stand up in front and tell them. They don't believe what the Father from the heavens, all he do is give good gifts all the time to his people. Got to trust in his word, Israel. So, let's move on to the foundation of this good word from the Father and Son. So let's move on to Psalms 25. Go a few chapters, and we're going to go to Psalms 25 Israel, and we're going to read. We're going to read verses 1 through 10. So let's get it. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. This David talking. Because David he trust in the Father word. He trust in the Father and Son word. He believed their word. Let's keep going. Oh my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies trample over me. Yea, let none that wait on me. Let none that wait on thee be ashamed. So don't be ashamed. We waiting on the Father right now. Don't nobody be ashamed waiting on the Father. See, that's the problem with our folks. Our folks always want to be ashamed of the Father and the Son, but they sure don't want to be ashamed of man. Because man is despicable right now. Y'all see this crazy stuff going on. But let's keep going. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Look how right now, that on a whole nother level is real. How these people transgressing the Father and Son law. Look what their people that vote, what they voted in, and look what this man been passed. Look at these schools, what they've been allowed. Look at these churches. Look what that's I want to say that like it should be said, the house, the synagogue of Satan. Look what they've been doing. Look what these pastors been allowing. Now y'all tell me that verse right there, they ain't doing it. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. Show me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy path. That's what we got to trust in the word. We got to ask the Father to teach us. We got to trust in his word. See, that's what David doing right now. He trusted in the Father and the Son word. Let's keep going. Lead me in thy truth and teach me, for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. We got to wait on with patience. Lamentation 3. Read it when y'all get a chance. Understand what it's talking about. Let's keep going. Remember, O Lord, thy tender mercy and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old. Same thing back then. He still remember us right to this day. But do we remember what we're supposed to be doing for him? Let's keep going. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgression. According to thy mercy, remember thou me, for thy goodness sake. Thou goodness sake, O Lord, good and upright is the Lord. Therefore will he teach sinners in the way. This book teaches us we all been sinners and we all still sin to this day. That's why we have to repent. Do our best not to go back to the old person. Stay renewal. Keep reading this word. This word renew your mind. It renew your heart. It renew that spirit that been in filth. We got to stay in this book, family. But let's keep going. The meek will he guide. Meek mean humble. The humble he will guide. The humble he will guide in judgment. And the meek will he teach his ways. He only can teach humble servants. Only a humble servant he can teach. Because remember, we are servant to our people, to the Father and Son first, and then to our people we are servants. What did he say? The greatest among you shall be the servant to your people. Yeshua, Yah, Jesus, Yahweh, the name you call him, was the greatest among all us, but he served all us. So So we got to be the same way, Israel, not high-minded. See, that's the problem going on in Israel. There's a bunch of high-minded people. Sometimes it's because people don't know certain things, and they in this walk. We can't look down on them. We can't look at them like they stupid or crazy, because that's how the world look at them. We got to have patience. We got to be able to sit there and talk to them and teach them and nurture them, just like the Father and the Son pulled us out of that dog and nurtures us and fed us this book. We got to be able to do the same thing with our people, Israel. He already told us, if you love him, keep his commandments. One of the commandments said, fear him. Love him and fear him. Keep his commandment and love your brother like you love yourself. Remember that commandment, Israel. That's very important. Very important. He said, all of them hang up on that one commandment. Everything hang up on it. But let's keep going, Israel, because I'm not going to get sidetracked today. Got a little reading to do. So, let me get it. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant and his testimony. You got to keep the covenant, meaning you got to believe in the covenant, and the testimony, meaning you got to believe the testimony of the Son, his Son. And so if you don't believe in that, you don't trust in that, what are you doing, Israel? What are you doing? How are you going to bring this word out if you don't believe the testimony? You don't believe in the covenant. You don't trust the word. Believe in the word, Israel. Believe in the word. So, let's keep going. Let's keep going, Israel. So, let's go to, let's talk about some in Ephesians. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5, Israel. Let's go to that and let's get some more wisdom, not understanding of the word of the Father and the Son, not my word, but their word. So we must remember that, people. When we read this book, this day book, we just doing what they tell us to do. So let's read in Ephesians 16 through 17. And it goes, redeeming the time, because the day are evil. Let me read it again, because I want y'all to get understanding. Because see, this happening right now as we live, and it ain't never stopped happening. It happened back then and just kept on happening now. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. The days are evil, people. Look how evil they got around here. Just look. Look, it's all around you. You can't walk out your front door. You can't look out your front glass. Y'all just pay attention to these times. This book ain't never lied. This book always told the truth. But let's keep going. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. See, not being not wise in your own mind, but understand. I mean, you got to trust. Understand, you got to trust the word of the Father and the Son. You got to trust his word. Ain't no other way around. You got to trust the Father's word. Just like his Son trusted and did it and went back up on the right hand side of Almighty, we got to believe. We got to trust. Nobody said this walk will be easy. Nobody said this life will be easy. Reading this book and tell me where it said your life going to be easy. We've been in captivity all our life. These people running around here think they free, think they own something. You don't own nothing. Ain't nothing here is yours. The Father allow you to have things that you need because you're doing what he says. Some of us ain't even doing what he says. He's still allowing us to have. That's that mercy and grace. Remember, though, he can put that counter stick out any time, though. So trust in his word and believe Israel. Believe in his word and trust him. But let's move on, Israel. Let's move on. So now, Israel, let the book talk. Let this book talk some more, Israel. So we're going to go to Proverbs chapter 3 and 7. 3 and 5, I meant. 3 and 5. Proverbs 3 and 5. Chapter 3 and 1 verse. There will be verse 5. All right, Israel. We at it. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that not too long ago? I'm going to read that verse one more time. Trust in who? The Lord. What is the Lord? That's the book. Trust in his word. With all thy heart, with all his mind up here, you got to trust, believe, and lean not unto thy own understanding. You don't lean to your own understanding when it's all about the Father. He gave it to you in the book. You didn't read one word in this book. Not one. Everything he told them what to write in this book. So remember, when you reading this book, living this book, doing the will of this book, doing the works of this book, remember, the Father in control of it all, not you, Israel. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're going to let this book talk right now. Let the book talk. Let's go to Psalms 135. Psalms 135, family. And we're going to read verses 15 through 18. See, our people need to really get this right here. 15 through 18 we'll be reading. Because I think I said something about this early in the beginning of the lesson. Or the Father and Son lesson. Not mine, it's the Father and Son lesson. But let's talk about it a little bit more. The idols of the heathen. Let me read that because I want y'all to get some understanding when I read this right here. Really get understanding. The idols of the heathens are silver and gold. Silver and gold. So what is it of today? It's still silver and gold. Also greenbacks, silver and copper. Think about it. Of the heathens, what face is on that money? What face is on them coins? Your oppressor. Your oppressor face on the money. I don't care if it's greenback. I don't care if it's penny, nickels, quarters, dimes. Your oppressor face is on it. They remind you every time you give it or swipe it, it's theirs, not yours. Your oppressor. Remember that. The works of man's hand. That's what it is. The works of man's hand, not your hands, man's hands. Our oppressor always threw in our face, but the Father said he gonna tell him. He told him to do that. Remind us what our ancestors did. That's why we need to always read this book and remember what our ancestors did to the Father and the Son that made him be this angry and mad with us and do the way he do to us. Because they told him, let it go on their children and their children. Show you how much our ancestors thought about us. But the Father loved us. He still gave us grace and mercy. Through all that what they said, still gave us grace and mercy. Israel. That's why I say you gotta be mindful of what you do these days. Be thankful what the Father doing for us right now. Be thankful to be pulled out that dark into this great light, a marvelous light of the Father and the Son. Let's keep reading. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. We see that right now in Israel. We already know the world like that. We already know the synagogue of Satan like that. Even some of the people's out and about teaching this word. Blind. Can't see. Can't see at all. A mouth, but speak not. Because they speak not this true word because they scared of man. That's the problem with our people. They scared of man. They ain't ready for this. They ain't ready for this. Like the Father, the Son was what? The atonement. We got to be glorified the same way. We got to lead this body. So it's up to you how you going to lead this body. If you going to lead this body doing what the world say, or you going to lead this body doing what the Father said through his Son, which is the word. Make your mind up, Israel, what you going to do. Because the Father don't deal with none but warriors. No matter if you male or female, long you're a warrior of the Father and the Son, they deal with you. They can't deal with no scary joker. They can't deal with no uh, devil loving, wishing people. You know, think about what these folks getting ready to do. Why you think the Father brought this type of weather down through every state? Because he's tired of the Father. He's tired of these folks disrespecting him. He's just showing them. Look, all across this world, devastating with this weather. All across, flood, droughts, snowstorms, everything you can imagine right now is going on. Earthquakes, tsunamis, everything going on right now in this world. Pay attention, Israel, pay attention. But let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. They have ears, but let me read that again. They have ears, but they hear not. See, our people right now have them ears, but they hear not. Our people don't like correction. I see that. Our people do not like to obey the book, don't have no obedience. You got to have all that to serve the Father and Son. You got to have humble, meek obedience. You got to be able to be corrected. Our people don't want to be corrected. Our people hear the same old thing. Same old thing, same old thing. Read this book and ask the Father for more understanding. Because you got to trust his word, not no man word, his word. Don't add and don't subtract. People add to this book and they subtract from this book and they don't even know it. That's why certain things you never hear me talk about, because I'm not adding to the Father book. Not going to add. That's why y'all going to see me read this book from now on, word for word what the book say. The name in this book, I'm going to read that name. And if you don't like it, you know what you can do. Because it's the Father word, not mine. But I'm going to read this book like he said read it. But let's keep going. Let me start back at the top of that verse 17. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any what breath in our mouth. See, our people spiritual dead. Like my brother One Piece say, can he bone live? Can he bone live? Can they live? Can we put this word back in your mouth and give you the breath of life? Can we get this right here to you? So I want to show you that this word is the breath of life. Let me see, can I find that real quick? Israel, bear with me. Let me see, can I find that real quick? Because I'm going to show you that the word is the breath of life. You know, I just want to show you real quick. In Genesis 2, let's go down to verse 7. Because this book got all the answers. We don't have no answer. But this book got all the answers. Let's read it. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life. So what did he breathe in man? The word. He breathed the word in man. Breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. The word, the breath of life. What he say, speak. What is speak? That's word, that's life. But let's keep going. But let's get back. Read verse 18. Back in Psalms chapter 135 and verse 18. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusted in them. See them idols? So you see what happened to our family way back then for making them idols. Time they came out of Egypt. What Aaron did. Aaron started making them, putting them rings, melting them, building them, beating them down, and making calves. You see what I'm saying? Look at our people today. Our people worship man. And man don't idolize no man. No man. At all. But our people idolize man all the time. The Father said, have no gods before him. Our people outline houses, cars, jobs. You know, our people can't get enough of our lives. That's why a lot of our people dying today. Because they can't wake up out of all this foolishness, these holidays. Holidays is idolizing. Y'all idolizing other gods like they getting ready to do in a few days. They getting ready to idolize another god. They call Christmas and all that. Our people don't want to relearn this book because they love the ways of the heathens. They love this place. Let me read that verse at the top one more time because I want this verse to sink in on your mind. I want you to think about it. Meditate on this verse, Israel. Meditate on it. The idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the works of man's hands. Y'all think about that verse. Think about that verse, Israel. I want y'all to really think about that verse. I'm telling you, it's real today. Our people, our lives, about everything today. In everything, our people, our lives, got to come out that way. All these fake pictures they put up of the Messiah, the Son, Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, you know, they put up all these pictures. That is not the Son. Ain't nobody never seen the Son beside our ancestors. Nobody seen the Father. All them pictures they putting up on the wall over there. Y'all stop letting them pictures, them false pictures, y'all idolize. We ain't never seen the Son. We ain't never seen the Father. Them people ain't either. So stop believing what these people showing y'all. And get out of that Egyptian stuff, y'all. Y'all gotta get out of the mess, man. Y'all that mess. See, our people worry about the wrong thing. Our people better get this book up in them. They better trust in this book. Read in this book. Do you see some pictures in this book? You don't see nothing but words, chapter, book, chapter, verse. That's all you see in here. That's all you see. Everybody we got our people distracted by so much foolery going on. What this book tell you, that's what it is. Let's move on, Israel. Let's go to Psalms 112. 112. We're going to read the entire 112. So let me get there and we can get to it, Israel. Psalms 112 verses 1 through 10. And it goes, praise the Lord. Blessed is the man that feared the Lord, that delighted greatly in his commandments. And his commandments, got to believe in the commandments, got to do the commandments. Israel, believe, trust in the word. His seed shall be mighty upon the earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealthy riches shall be in his house. So what is the Father saying right there? Wealthy and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endure forever. What is the riches and wealth of the Father? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. In your house is this your body, that temple. But let's keep reading. Unto the upright there arise light in the darkness. And we know who that was. That was the Son. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. A good man show favor and lend it. He will guide his affairs with distraction. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting. Remember, that is the Son. This book, him, the Son. Let's keep going. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. See, once again, all about trusting in the Lord. Son, let's keep reading. His heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemy. That's when what? He gonna do away with death. evil. He's going to do away with death. You read that in the book because it's in here. He that despised that he had it given to the poor. His righteousness endure forever. His horn shall be exalted with honor. All praise, glory to the Father and Son. The wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall grasp with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. As his coming, as the appearance, they gonna melt away. The wicked, that mean that 2/3 in the other wickedness of the other nation. People, you understand the book. the son not coming back to play. And that's who that was talking about. Now, family, let's get into a little bit more. We almost done. Be patient with me, Israel. We almost done. Family, trust in the Father word. Trust in the Father word. Let's read some. Let's go back to Psalms 33. Psalms 33. Let's get it. Let's get it, Israel. Psalms 33, and we're going to read verses 20 through 22. So let's get it. I tell you what. Let's talk about verse 19 before we, let's talk about verse 18 and 19 first. Then we're going to read 20 to 22. Because these things happening now. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. That means you got to trust the word. Ain't mercy in the word? Don't you got to trust? Trust in him. Hope is trusted. His eyes are upon the ones that fear him and trust him. Hell, he have mercy on them. But let's keep reading because we in this right now, people. Y'all don't know what world you living in. We're only living in one. But I don't think our people see this. To deliver their souls from death, to keep them alive in famine. Ain't he keeping us alive right now? Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, having compassion, believing, and trusting the word. That's what he's doing right now. So now, let's read this text, 20 to 22. Let's get it. Our souls waited for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. We got to believe, we got to trust that. Right now, we don't see it, but he always putting things in order for us. He always making the right moves for us. He don't make wrong moves. We make the wrong move. We want to think outside of him. That's why we got to have patience and let him do it. He our shield, he our protection. No matter what these folks say on the job, what they do, anybody, the Father control it all. We got to trust and believe in his word and his doing and his works and his sayings. Let's keep going. For our heart shall rejoice in him because we have trusted in his holy name. I don't think y'all heard that right there, Israel. I don't think y'all heard that. Let me read it again. I don't think y'all heard that one. Let me read it one more time, Israel. Y'all mind? Let me read it one more time. For our heart shall rejoice in him because we have trusted in his holy name. All praise to the Father and Son. Trust in his holy name. Whatever name this book he gave you, trust in it. Whatever name you call him, you trust in it. Believe the book. Stop letting names and stuff get you all wrapped up and distracting you. Believe this book, what this book say. I was in fault of that. You know what I'm saying? But, taking time off to read this book, talk to our people, the Father gave me more of a mind to understand his word, the way he do things, the way the enemy try to come in and separate. It's all about separating distraction. That's what it's all about. The devil can separate you and distract you. He got you. He just used it as a little puppet string. Remember this, Israel. Remember this. Don't be a pawn trying to be a king. Be the king that controlling the pawn. Remember, let me say it one more time because I want you to get it up here. Don't be the pawn that getting controlled by the king. Be the king controlling the pawn. Israel, through all things, get understanding this book because that's what the Father told us. And get understanding me, you got to trust his word. But let's keep reading. Let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us according to as we hope in thee. Hope you got to trust. Man, family, I hope y'all getting this right here. I hope y'all getting understanding of this right here because I'm telling you, our people better get this. They better get this right here. So now, Israel, this is gonna be the end. It's gonna be the end right here, Israel. This shall be the end, and this right here, believe the book and trust, cause this definitely gonna happen to you if you don't trust in the word. Israel, if you don't trust in the Father word, this will happen to you, Israel. This gonna happen to you. This is you being part of 2/3. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 19. Proverbs chapter 19, and let's let the book talk 5 through 9. Because we're gonna let the book talk. You know, we're gonna let this book talk. We're gonna go to Proverbs chapter 19, verse 5 through 9, and let's let the book talk. Oh yes. Now let's get it. So this right here will tell you a whole lot about Israel, about yourself. Because our people like to believe in elders, pastors, bishops, deacons. You know, they like to believe in everybody. But except the book. Don't believe me. Believe the book. Believe the word that come out of the book. Go back and read it for yourself. Go back and read it for yourself. Don't believe me. Believe this book. I'm just like you, dirt. Gonna go right back to it, and the spirit going right back up. Believe the book, y'all. Y'all believe the book. I'm gonna leave you with this. For you that don't wanna trust in the Father word and the Son word, it's for you. A false witness shall not be unpunished. A false witness shall not be unpunished. And he that speaketh lies shall not escape. Oh my goodness. Speaking lies, that means that you're lying, you don't trust in the Father, you ain't going unpunished. Let's keep reading. Many will intrigue the favor of the prince. You know who the prince is. Satan. Let's keep going. And every man is friend to him that giving gifts. Let's keep reading. All the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends go from him? He pursued them with words. Yet they are wanted to him. He that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul. He that keepeth understanding shall find good. Find good means that you trust in this word. But let's read that last verse. Verse 9. Verse 9 is real. Now this is the turning killer. A false witness shall not be punished, and he that speaketh lies shall what perish. You know what that is? That part of that 2/3 Israel. So Israel, I really hope y'all got some understanding out of this lessons from the Father and Son. Not for me, I'm reading their word, I'm doing their will, I'm doing their work, and on their time, not mine, their time, because we don't have time, there's their time. So, you know, I hope y'all have a great Sabbath, Israel. All praise, glory to the Father and Son. Nothing but love this way, Israel. I will leave you with this. Enjoy your Sabbath. Get in this book. Read this book. Always love Israel. Always love. Never forget that, Israel. I love y'all family. and I shall be back in return. Y'all shall be hearing more from me, Israel. I'm back and ready to be used by the Father and Son. I love y'all, Israel. Take care. And once again, happy Sabbath. Love all y'all, Israel. Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to the Father.
Everybody not built for this walk. Too many teachers and none getting taught. Kingdom money got it all in my vault. You find yourself and you really get lost. The Most High got that slow motion walk. Michael Myers when the Lord on the stalk. Run fast and you still get caught. No work so that hits coming off. You don't do nothing but lie, huh? We ain't believing your lies, huh? Not a devil in disguise. Cause it's hard for you to hide, huh? We hear you. We hear you. We hear you. These walls not soundproof. I don't know about you. I look at the clues and that be the truth. We looking at you. You think we some fools? You must be a fool. The Hebrews here. We back in the groove and that be the news. The world is talking. Now we gon' figure out what we should do. They try to stop the world, to stop the Israelites from calling, yelling to the sky and watch these evil kingdoms falling. Tried to keep us in poverty, we broke out, now we ballin'. Everybody won't find a seat, but everybody called. Everybody not built for this walk. Too many teachers and none getting taught. Kingdom money got it all in my vault. You find yourself and you really get lost. The Most High got that slow motion walk. Michael Myers when the Lord on the stalk. Run fast and you still get caught. No work so that hits coming off. You don't do nothing but lie, huh? We ain't believing your lies, huh? Not a devil in disguise. Cause it's hard for you to hide, huh? We hear you. We hear you. These walls not soundproof.